And welcome back to Crypto Hawk. Starting a little early today, um, about 15 or so minutes early. I just wanted to kind of get into this. The anticipation is pretty interesting. We're going to find out today some early Ripple tie-ins, some Ripple information, some Ripple origins, the origins of Ripple. I'm going to speak on a little bit before I start the show because I am starting early. Then I'll do a meet and greet after that, and then we'll start the show. It'll probably be like 10 minutes or something. Um, Here's what I found. Now, I did some deep dives about a year ago. Um, February, March, April, Mayish of 2023. I did the deep dives and found out. Now, here's the deal with the Ripple website and all that. Okay. Here's my opinion. Okay, look. So I'm going to start off because some people like misconstrue stuff. First off, you don't have to be on this channel. You can get the fuck off right now. I don't give a shit. Okay. I got people that love the channel, that support it and stuff. I don't need you. Okay. So you can go with all the dumb shit and the fucked up comments and the blah, 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 and whatever. Okay. I don't fucking care. I don't want all the people on this channel. I don't. I want a very few select people, and that's it. That's how I run my channel. If I don't like you, you're gone. Okay. I'll usually report you for terrorism or something like that. You're gone. So I'm just letting you know in advance. So now to the people that want to watch the show. So what I found over the past 4 years of looking at Ripple is that it's very much either, look, I don't have all the answers. It's either a government agency, it's a private company that is supported by a government agency. And now my phone's like bleeping, so I guess they're probably listening, whatever the yeah, they're whatever. What I found, the origins of Ripple, everything's a secret. All these people are not disclosured out. Yeah, I've already shown you where it's the national, not going to say security, not going to say agency, was there from day one with Ripple, along with the North, with NASA was there. Okay. So we got all the connections. Apple, Google, Twitter was there. All these people and stuff. Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, and all that. Okay, so this is Crypto Hawk's opinion based on the facts that I found. Is that Ripple is somehow a conglomeration of the few and rich and powerful families in the world. Um, I mentioned one of those families a couple years ago, and the whole channel just got deleted. So I know that I'm right because that shit wouldn't have happened to my channel if I was wrong. So I know Crypto Hulk's right because during the middle of a show, if they just delete my channel, completely gone, not the episode, the whole fucking channel, I know that I'm right. Okay. I must be teaching something that some very powerful people that have the ability to zap a whole fucking channel. I must be onto the right thing. Okay. So with that, I did a lot of study. This Ryan Fugger guy, some of you guys did some extra study, and it turns out the Fugger family goes back 500 years as far as banking and stuff, and they're a very powerful family. Okay. I don't know if he's one of them or whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. Um, we're just kind of looking into this stuff. Um, when I show relationships, why is shit? I'm turning this off, man. This shit keeps doing that. Um, Now, one thing that I found was that Ripple itself was a very grassroots kind of. It started by Ryan Fugger, but there's a lot of people that were, I don't want to say hippies or nerds, but hippies or nerds, and they wanted a whole new banking money system, and they went around different parts of the world and found different things that were working, and then they tried some of these things there are some real sharp people involved in this. And what I feel from what I watched, there was like bulletin boards like GitHubs, and these nerds would work on money projects, and then project people would just like disappear. Project contributor people would just disappear. And people like, hey, have you seen Matt? He was supposed to help us with the flux capacitor for the whatever. And like, no, yeah, I haven't seen that guy. I haven't seen him for like months on the book. So what happened, in my opinion? And then one time, someone said, "Hey, remember that we were going over the lithium crystals and how they worked with the flux capacitor and all that stuff?" And Spock just like disappeared and everything. Um, and then he patented it. So the government would patent some of the things these people worked on. People on projects would disappear, and then it came to me like it started made me feel like, you know what? I think the government is running parallel projects. Like the government's watching these people and running parallel projects the same as they're doing. The government was watching their math work and all their cryptography and all that, and the government hired their own people, David Schwartz, and they were copying all the things these guys were doing on the GitHubs. And the government, even in my opinion, don't have facts, but the government would put plants in these little groups, and they'd work with these groups and then go back to the government the next day and say, yeah, here's what they're doing. They're working on this project, because the government was working for the 5 to 10 rich families, and they wanted to maintain control of the world so that eventually we'd have this thing called blockchain, and then eventually we'll all be slaves. Not in the beginning, because they're still working on all that, but eventually, yeah. So that's kind of like the short version of my early studies. I did follow the Ripple website all the way back about 20-25 years, and it changed. It would kind of like change over time. But I'm going to show you some things, because the Ripple page itself, okay, if you go back last year, I did shows on early Ripple from like 20-25 years ago. So I did all the long shows. So what people tend to do is they'll watch my little short videos and say, oh, yeah, well, that's wrong because da da da. Yeah, you're watching a short video, asshole. You're watching a 1 to 1.5 minute video. You're not watching my 40-minute video. So those people can go fuck themselves, get off the channel, because I don't need to see that. I'm going to remind you, if you make fucked up comments on my channel, you're checked for harassment. No, not harassment. I'm sorry, terrorism, suicide, whatever it is. I'll check that box, and your channel is basically going to get destroyed. All right. So just thought I'd let you know. So when I did the long shows, people would see that there's a history of Ripple, and it goes back, and it was, in my opinion, 3-letter government agency. And I'll show you some evidence of this today. There's a lot of, I don't have it all in my short little videos. You got to watch the longer ones if you're interested in the true origins of Ripple, because I did some great deep dives and stuff. And I can't fit that into like a 1.5-minute video. But most of the people with like little brains and big fucking mouths, they'll watch the 1-minute video and say, oh, that doesn't show anything. Oh, yeah. So we're going to move past that. I got a great show lined up. So what I did is I did some deep dives, and what some people did is I see they've kind of gone past what I've done, because over a year ago I put out this information. I have not seen it anywhere. Then all of a sudden, like the other day, we see the XRP2 kind of thing. So I know that people are watching the show. Other channels are like, looking at the stuff I've done and doing additional research. And this is one of these people. Let's see what we got here. Hold on now. First person to show up, Stephen Morris, Mr. OG, AC Cobra, Pablo Escobar. Then you got James Haggard Upgraded. Welcome back. Welcome back, James. Benjamin. Wait a second. Hold on. Benjamin, chat soon. Welcome to entry-level membership. Kitch J. Thank you for regular viewership and donations for that. 1970 legend shows up today, donates 20 members. Let me read these off. Raz Loons, Chris, MC, Farouk, uh, Tracy Violette, and then you got Bobby Hernandez. Hey, Bobby. 1970 legend donated, says memberships for tomorrow's show. Oh, nice. Pay it forward is what they say. Don't put off till tomorrow, which you can do today, right? Dave Orechia, Bao Jun for the Crown, CD Witt, Sridhar Stephan, Arthur King, David Alans. Hold on, there's a lot of these people here. They got multiple memberships. Okay, hold on. David Alans, Dougie Doug, Dev, R. Lambrana, Lawan Miller, it's Mogi, Samantha Gleason. Then you got Michael Gilbert gave somebody membership, and that was Tom Suttle. 1970 legend then gave MUK 743. Oh, dear heavens. 1970 legend comes in and gives 20. Am I mixing? What is going on here? Whoa. Okay. Well, we're going to keep reading all these from 1970 legend. I guess we're filling up the classroom, aren't we? So I'm getting my memberships back. I'm at about, remember, I got down to 25% of my original members. Now I build up to about 55. Well, you guys have helped build this channel up to about 55%, maybe 60% of my members back. So it's looking pretty good. It's very possible I can go to Thailand and do shows each day in Thailand. And yeah, definitely going to meet up with Stuart Lavelle and see what's going on with him. And be making a East Coast trip myself to I got some business to take care of with the Ohio State Buckeyes. So fit for trades. Hold on. So 1970 legend gave these 20 people. Let's go to work. Fit Trades in Crypto, the Crystal Matrix, Vine Energy Videos, Ben Martin, Arthur CR, Guitar Pro, Robert Ashworth, Mark Hayes, Zane Vogel, Moon Rooster. Then we got Potuma, and then Eric, Have to Kill Me First, JR, Robert McLean, John M. Beebs, GOB, Dan B, Pursuit of the End. Those people were given memberships by 1970 legend. And we'll have to see how many more pop up. Let's go. Hello, Gerald. Gerald Vestal. Where am I going first? Let me look. Token. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Where we're going to go first is I'm going to show you this page. It's a Twitter page. Okay. There we go. And the person's name is EDO Farina XRP at Edward_Farina. So this is where I'm getting this info at. Ripple is a government agency. That's the title of this person's blog post or whatever. The INSA equals at Ripple. Okay. Ryan Fugger affirms he has chosen the name, quote, Ripple based on a Grateful Dead song. But this thread unleashes the real origins of Ripple Labs Incorporated. Ripple Communication has been incorporated in 21st March 1991, and the trademark for RC belongs to Ripple Labs Inc. and previously OpenCoin Inc. Okay, what we got here is this for the haters that are listening, because they always do. You have, okay, if you found the Ripple Labs website and you're able to trace that all the way back 20, 25, 30 years, okay? Yes, it might show a guitar company or whatever it might be. I'm aware of that, okay? Very well. I'm also aware that there's things called front organizations. Let me tell you a quick little story. When I used to work law enforcement, I won't say what state, we went to the warehouse division. In the warehouse division, there was a flower shop at the bottom of this very tall building. It's in a warehouse. Well, I don't know how tall it was, but it was huge. A massive, like this warehouse division, almost nobody was in this warehouse area. And there's this flower shop. And it was in the building. So me and my partner, well, I was new. He walked up, walked into the flower shop, walked through a bunch of buzzed gates, a glass doors, bulletproof doors with cameras and stuff. And when we came through the other side, it was a crime laboratory for the government. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, dude, where? I thought this was a flower shop. So he started laughing at me. He's like, no, dude, it's a front. The flower shop's a front. Okay. It's got its own phone number and all that. They pay taxes and all that. And I'm like, what's the purpose of this? And he's like, when the crime lab people come to work, they're not driving county cars or state cars with all the decals. And guess why? Because all the bad guys would know there's a crime lab and they blow the shit up. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So they enter through the flower shop. And I'm like, oh, good fucking idea. So that's a front organization. So when you trace Ripple Labs, when you trace Ripple all the way back on their website, it probably shows up as a guitar place or whatever. It's a front because the guitar place, when way back in the day, Newcoin, whenever they had it, they took it over from them, and then OpenCoin, and then Ripple took it from Open. See, it all goes back. It's all lined up. So you can argue all you want. I don't fucking care. I'll just block you and kick you off my channel. It don't matter. I'm just showing you what I found or what I believe, and you don't like it, you don't have to watch the channel. You can go fuck yourself on some other channel. So, there was something called Ryan Fugger is the registrant for RipplePay.com, which happens to be a Ripple Communications company. Oh, now notice this hashtag I Nancy Sarah Adam. I'm not going to say the actual initials because it's going to set off an alert. So the I Nancy Sarah Adam. Notice how it's Nancy Sarah Adam with an I in front of it. We're going to show you this in a little bit. The hashtag I Nancy Sarah Adam was reorganized in 2005. Okay. By a group of prominent contracting executives to serve as a bridge between the industry and the leaders of national intelligence. Oh, man. It's already starting, Crypto Hulk. In the same year, hashtag I Nancy Sarah Adam was reorganized. Ripplecom, Ripple Pay, Open.coin, whatever, were born under the same IP addresses. Here we go. Karen Nussel worked for Ripple Communications, and you can meet her again at the hashtag I Nancy Sarah Adam. Nussel at INS and then AO online. Okay. At Ripple owns 13 federally registered trademarks, including Ripple Labs, Ripple Trade, Ripple Communications, which by now you should understand is connected to the U.S. intelligence organizations with Ryan Fugger involved. Oh. Here's the first photo we're looking at. We do a copy and then a paste. Okay, there's your first picture. What are we looking at? Ripple Communications. Incorporation date, 1991, Nevada. Lindsay C. Bowman, president. Dixie Doherty, agent. 120 Country Club Drive, Incline Village, Nevada. Now, I'm not going to do this, but if you look up those people's names that I just read off and you did a deep dive and stuff, you're probably going to find they work for a 3-letter agency. Okay? Just saying. I'm not doing it because I'm not trying to have people knocking at my door with badges and guns. Okay? But that's where it would lead me. And if you look up those people and just, there you go, I've said enough. Ripple.com, record created in 1998. 1999, check this out. Ripple, it was a registrant, Ripple Communications, at this Country Club Drive. Very interesting. Dixie Doherty. Oh, registrant Code Collective, McCaleb Jed. Now, somehow, I don't know what this is saying exactly. It's possible that Jed McCaleb registered the business name Ripple Communications in his name in 2012 and called it Ripple Communications, or maybe he changed it to Ripple.com, but it used to be called Ripple Communications. Like he took over control of Ripple Communications, right? Next, below that, so it's trademark owner history, Ripple Communications, 2012. So that's what happened. Watch what happened here. So you have some called Ripple Communications in 1991. Then in 1998, something happened again. But then in 2012 is, I think, when Jed McCaleb came in and took over that name. But then it's also showing Ripple Communications, something with OpenCoin. Then below that, we have the next picture, RipplePay.com, Ryan Fugger, 2005. Are you seeing this? It says registrant Ryan Fugger, Canada, created on 13th of October 2005, RipplePay.com. That's like 19 years ago, almost 20 years ago, everybody. Look what we're looking at right here. Next, shows Ripple Services Incorporated. 2004. Where was this? Delaware. Where did Ripple Labs Incorporated come out of? Delaware. Oh, damn, Crypto. So we really do got this back to 2004. Very interesting, huh? Here we have Ripple Services, something called Ripple Services, Inc. It was made in 2004 by the same Country Club Village, Country Club Drive. That's showing 2004. The next one's Ripple Services, 2006. This Lindsay Bowman and Dixie Doherty, I'd sure like to find out who these people were, but I don't think we should be talking about it on the show. Ripple Services. Oh, look, 2014, Brad Garlinghouse. Is everybody seeing this or hearing this? I've been showing you this Ripple stuff going back to 91, especially 2004, Ripple Services, Inc. Then all of a sudden, Brad Garlinghouse takes that over, 2014. That's been around since 2004. See what's been happening? Then finally, Ripple Services Inc., 2006, Pennsylvania, then L. Bowman, Country Club Drive, Incline Village, Nevada. A lot of different things here. Let me go to the next picture. We do a copy and a paste. Whoops, my bad. I got to do this one again here. Okay, let me do a copy. I'll check comments here in just a second. Paste. Okay. Hold on a minute. Okay, so the next picture we're looking at is Susan Wilson Heckenberg, president of the INSA. I said it. She became president of the ISNA and the INSA Foundation 2019. As president, Susan oversees finance, strategy, policy, marketing, corporate events. Since 2010, Susan has held various leadership positions at INSA. So she's been there like since 13 years ago. Okay, and was a driving force behind the organization's expansion into markets outside Washington, D.C. You get this? She also spearheaded the INSA's Foundation Scholarship Program that currently provides 8 scholarships to undergraduate and masters. Listen to this: pursuing careers in intelligence and national security community. What this lady does is she recruits people to work for probably the national, not going to say security, not going to say agency. That's what we're looking at right here. Oh, look. Now, why are we reading this, Crypto Hog? Previously, she served as vice president of marketing for Ripple Communications. You know, that guitar company. How does somebody go from like a guitar company, supposedly, to looking for a national security community? Can you explain that one to me? Very interesting. And then she just happened to work at Washington, D.C. How many guitar fucking companies are in Washington, D.C.? Everybody, it's a front organization. Just accept the fact. Your life will be so much easier if you do. Oh, look, she serves on the board of the National Security Institute's advisory board. Oh, very interesting. Oh, she's married and has a husband, 5 children, and 2 dogs, and lives in Alexandria, Virginia. Oh, gee, I wonder if that's near the central, I'm not going to say intelligence, and I'm not going to say agency building in Langley, Virginia. I wonder if they're kind of far from there or close. I was asking for a friend, not myself. Here's the last, one of the last pictures. We'll do a copy and hit up a paste. Here we go. Ripple Communications. It says, meet our principal, Karen. This looks like 2011. Her name is Karen Nussel at the insaonline.org. Arlington, Virginia. She is working on minimizing government spending, efficiency, national security. Just have to be working on that. It says here the Intelligence and National Security Alliance Security Clearance Reform Task Force released a white paper entitled Next Steps for Security Reform Industry Proposals to Enhance Efficiency and Reduce Cost in National Security Contracts. Contracts, Ripple Communication. Remember how 2 weeks ago I showed you how Ripple is a contractor for the United States government? Ripple Labs is a contractor, subcontractor for the United States government. And look what we got here. This lady who works for Ripple Communications, I know it's just a coincidence, but she works for Ripple as well, but it's called Communications. Let's say it's a completely different company, but how is this all national security contracts? And the fact that the other Ripple we're talking about also is a contractor. Huh, Crypto Hulk. Just thought I'd put that one out there. This is the last picture. Let me do a copy. Copy and a paste. XR Pimp says, great job you're doing for the community, Hulk. Deep diving is top shelf. Thank you very much for that. Next article we're looking at here. Okay, Ripple Communications again. See it? It's the same fucking company. Same fucking name. Ripple Communications, all right? It's got a serial number. The word mark is Ripple Communications, 2013, 2012. And, well, oh, look here. Trademark owner history. Ripple Labs is here. Well, isn't that something? It's the same one. Ripple Labs Incorporated. Oh, look, the word OpenCoin is right there too. Very interesting. They took over the guitar company. Remember, it's just a guitar company. It doesn't mean anything, Crypto Hulk. Oh, really? So that guitar company, Ripple Communications, also does what? National security work for contracts and shit, right? Are you fucking serious? The guitar company, right? Some asshole gets on here and says, oh, yeah, I look back. That was a guitar company. Oh, really? Well, that's some fucking guitar company to me. They're working for the INSA doing security contracts, right? That's a fucking guitar that'll blow your fucking mind, right? So, to the dummy out there, Ripple Communications on this page here, you drop it down to Ripple Labs Incorporated on the same trademark page, dumbass. Below that, you're seeing OpenCoin, but Crypto Hulk, it looks like you're right again. And the other person that commented is the fucking dumbass. Well, yeah, that's actually correct. I'm always right. Okay. Michael Montclair. Hulk's casting couch is like, I'm going to buy a guitar after the moon now. You're going to go to Ripple Communications and go into their office and say, hi, can I buy a guitar? And they'll be like, sure. Oh, by the way, throw in 3 national security contracts, please. And she'll be like, okay. And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, we only sell guitars here. I'm like, oh, sure. Okay, got it. All right. Okay, Michael Gilbert says, anything Arlington related is intelligence. Okay. Guitar company. So that was like your little mini deep dive for today. Just wanted to show you that. Wanted to show you total coincidence. I'm not making any statements at all. Just happens to be a coincidence, Mulder and Scully are my roadies. Andy Arvai says, "This is incredible, buddy." All right, let's go on to bigger and better, shall we? Let's look at what Amazon is doing in India. Amazon package delivery company. Let me do a copy and a paste. Big Royce. Oh my God. You know what, you guys? I don't know how these people do it. But I appreciate that. I am doing my best on this channel to show you guys. I try to bring you the best research. Look, I don't definitively prove any of this. What I'm showing you is facts. I didn't Photoshop these Scouts Honor. I pulled them off another website. I've done research on my own, and these names of these companies are the same. Go back and look at my shows from a year ago. You'll see I did the full research on these already. I'm showing you like a shorter version stuff. So I appreciate when somebody gives a donation. You know, we're not in competition with these people, but they're trying to let you see where the origins. They're when people start doing stuff like that kind of donation, it's like this guy, Crypto Hulk, is finding stuff. You should pay attention. Look, I don't have 100% proof of everything what I'm saying, okay? Because if I did, I'd be in handcuffs right now. They'd have tape on my mouth, and they'd have me signing some kind of form. I don't know how I do it, with maybe with my toe, that I'm not going to make social media videos anymore for the next 10 years or something, right? So I cannot show you 100% proof on any of this stuff because that would be like Crypto Hulk. Can you 100% prove that? Yeah, and end up in handcuffs, you fucking moron. Why don't you prove it? Okay, get your own channel, show everything I'm showing, and see how fast lights and sirens show up at your house. Okay, so I'm not doing that shit on my program. I've done that. I've already lost the show, and that's for show. So let's go. Let me try to find that Amazon article. There it is. But it's right above the red. I'm gonna get that Amazon article again, repost it. Copy, paste. All right. I want to show you something. This is massive, everybody. And again, you know what, you guys, we got whales on this show. And what they're doing, like I just gotta say this because there's probably 5 whales or something on this show. And what they do is they come in when my show gets fucking hammered by YT. They come in and float this fucking boat up to where it should be. Then they kind of, back off because they're trying to make sure this show doesn't go away. And it's devastating when an organization like YouTube has to like beat on me. Like seriously, I got to go against the fucking institution. Like all these scam channels, right? All these scam channels. YT does nothing to them. All these scammy commercials, right? All the scammy commercials. Nothing happens to them. Just Crypto Hulk's channel when I'm trying to show you guys how to come up. Then they want to fuck with me and do shit like that. And that's where the whales come in and be like, oh, no, 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 YT, not going to happen. And then you guys help as well, okay? Your members, when you start watching these shows, I get commercial time, okay? So anyhow, let's go to Amazon. So I'm trying to show you, this is like, way big. You got Amazon Pay. Amazon Pay, listen to that. Gets RBI, Reserve Bank of India's payment aggregator license. What this is Amazon is not just delivering packages, they are a payments company. Like, oh my God, right? What is a payment aggregator, Crypto Hulk? A payment aggregator license allows a company like Amazon to operate as an intermediary between merchants and payment processors or banks. So here's what we got: a customer, a merchant, and then you got Amazon, and then a bank. So they fit right in between merchants and banks. So I might have a store, Crypto Hulk store, and I sell you something. Amazon takes your payment and then sends it to Bank of America or wherever it's got to go, and these kinds of things. But remember, they're getting set up. I'm telling you what, I'm going to keep reading. Amazon Pay, the financial technology division of Amazon, has secured the esteemed payment aggregator license from the Reserve Bank of India. This is massive, okay? Making a milestone in its operations. The regulatory approval on February 20th permits Amazon to function as a payment aggregator, empowering it to facilitate e-commerce transactions. Oh, I wonder, Crypto Hulk. I wonder, Crypto Hulk, if Amazon's ever going to be using cryptocurrency. Oh no, never, never. I wonder, Crypto Hulk, in this aggregator license, if we look into this aggregator license, I wonder if we're going to find anything, Crypto Hulk, about cryptocurrency being used as payment. Oh, no, no, no. I'm sure if somebody, not me, but if somebody wants to look into the actual Amazon payment aggregator license, tell me it has nothing, no words in there at all about cryptocurrency as form of payment. Oh, yeah? This is what's going on, everybody. They are setting everything up for the crypto to cut loose, okay? All of a sudden now, Amazon gets this license. This announcement comes amidst a wave of licensing approvals, with 10 companies receiving the coveted license this year alone. All of a sudden, this year alone, Amazon gives out 10, India gives out 10 of these aggregator licenses. Stripe is one. Stripe is one. JustPay, Zomato, Zoho. It says this, highlighting the burgeoning landscape of fintech financial technology innovation in India. They are getting set up for crypto, everybody, right in front of us. And they're not even mentioning the name crypto. Just want you to see it. A payment aggregator license allows a company to operate as an intermediary between a merchant and a bank. Essentially, it enables the aggregator to accept payments on behalf of multiple merchants, consolidate those payments, and then distribute the funds to the respective merchants. This model is often used by businesses that operate online marketplaces or platforms where multiple sellers offer goods and services. The license ensures regulatory compliance and typically involves meeting certain financial and security standards set by relevant authorities. It says here, in addition to the payment aggregator license, Amazon Pay already holds a prepaid payment instrument license. Oh, so do you see what's going on here? Is Amazon's kind of doing banking and also prepaid kind of license where they're holding money or value. And they're talking about digital payments. Okay. This article is over. But I want to show you something that's very interesting right here. I want to show you who's an Amazon partner. Wait till you see this, new people. Hold on a sec. Whew, hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we got a couple red pills that just dropped. I got to take a break here. We got 1970 legend. Okay, look, here's a message. Here's what I'm telling you from these people here. Pay attention and get a membership. Knowledge and patience is key. If you're listening to my channel, you know this information that I'm putting out. This is rare. You don't see this on channels, all right? The deep dives that I've got, not just today's show. I borrowed that off somebody on Twitter, but the information, the deep dives on my show, nobody else can find that stuff. I've got proprietary information. That means only on my channel. But you got a whale telling you to get a membership and pay attention because the time is running out. The information that I have now, it's just facts, okay? You don't have to believe one fucking thing that I say, but then you got whales coming in here doing this. They don't do this kind of shit with dumb shit channels, okay? They know this time's running out. And I'm telling you what, I know I made my own little prediction, and if it doesn't come true, whatever, but I totally feel spring of next year, but I'm telling you what, I think something else. Like, I say spring, if not before. But the way I'm seeing this, look at this Amazon all of a sudden. They got a prepaid license and a payment aggregator license. Let me show you something right here. But listen to these whales that come on here and try to show you guys something. You know why they're whales? Because they see stuff before us. They're not late bloomers like, oh, I missed this one. Oh, shit, I missed that investment. These whales are dropping this red stuff because they're trying to show you something. That Crypto Hawk channel, you better get a membership and learn because I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning probably a members only show. And right now, the information coming out is hot, okay? So listen to these people that are always ahead in business ventures. Underpass 61, version 2. Late fee, sorry, boss. We'll overlook it this time. Mateo, hope we are getting wrecked. Oh yes, God yes. We're so far behind on Crypto Hawk Show, it's disgusting. Can't wait to move out of the trailer park. But look at this. Ripple and Amazon are partners, new people. I just showed you this. Think of this. India, 3 times the size of the United States population-wise. They got 1.2 billion people. 3 times the size of the United States. Amazon goes over to India, and now it's running payment systems. It's going to be crypto. I'm telling you, Amazon will be selling crypto. You'll see. Buying, selling, trading, staking, the whole shot, everything. You'll see it. They're laying out right now. They're laying it out, and they're like this. Don't mention the word crypto in any of these articles. No, 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 no. See how they're doing it? All nice and slick. They're laying out all these platforms, and then one day, flip the switch, and you're like, what? XRP's at $5,000. Yeah. Because remember, you weren't watching my show. You're watching all the other dumb shit. And I'm showing you how they're laying the path to the road right now. Amazon's a Ripple partner. Let's go to that Amazon page. What are we looking at? An AWS.com page. That's Amazon for people that are born yesterday. Here we got RippleNet, XCurrent, XRapid, XVia. It talks about RippleNet use cases, real-time remittances, international bill pay, global currency account, e-invoicing, on and on. It shows their members, Santander, Canada Imperial Bank, on and on. Like every bank in the world, okay? There's your proof. I gave you the Amazon story, how they're moving into payments in India. They got that prepaid stuff. And then I just showed you, oh, by the way, Amazon and Ripple are partners. Oh, but they're not using XRP. Oh, no. That's just a coincidence, Crypto Hulk. Where are we at? 50 minutes. You get rid of that article and that one. Okay, Germany. Next little deep dive. Mini deep dive. You only need a tiny baby air tank. Copy and a paste. Germany is coming up next again. All right, that's the article. Let me say something first. Ripple, their first partner was a German bank called Fedor. Ripple, when they wanted custody, their first bank or custody agent was Medico out of Germany. Now, Germany has a Frankfurt Stock Exchange. I'm going to show you how it's related to Ripple. Are you seeing a pattern? Ripple's first bank, Fedor, German. Ripple's first custody, Medico. Ripple's first experience working on stock exchanges is a 6 digital exchange, but I believe this German Frankfurt one is probably the first. Why am I seeing every time Ripple does something new, it's with Germany? I know why. I'm not trying to say, I'm trying to keep the channel. All right. Let's continue with that introduction. Germany's Bankhaus, Scheich, tokenizes Euro money market fund on Polygon. Okay. Let's read. Tradias, the fintech technology arm of Bankhaus Scheich, has tokenized. Are you seeing this? Everything is getting tokenized. That's why Ripple bought Medico for tokenization. That's in custody. That's why Ripple bought standard custody. Are you seeing this? All of this tokenization now is coming down right meow. All right. You've got Tradias, the fintech technology arm of Bankhaus Scheich, has tokenized a money market fund. Let's drop down here below. Bankhaus Scheich is one of the leading market makers on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. So the issuances use its existing regulatory licenses. We go to the next article here. I'm going to do a copy and a paste. There's the next article. John Hattersley tells us this. Just watched one of your shows from 2 months back about the darker stuff in the future of tokenization. You know it all, man. Keep it up. Thank you. So now here's the article. It's on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. Deutsche Börse Group, okay? Now what we got going, in Germany, you have a powerhouse. It's called Deutsche Börse, and one of their ventures is the Frankfurt Stock Exchange, okay? Now, if you look down below, it's very interesting, but it's in the second paragraph. It says, with the launch of etc., notice the capital X. I'm sure that's just a coincidence, okay? I'm going to move on to the next article dealing with Deutsche Börse. Let me try it again. It's a really long copy paste. I got it. Copy Let me do a paste here. Okay. What is this? Okay, we're back to Deutsche Börse again. Here's the title, Deutsche Börse. Then you got Swisscom. We already know that Switzerland has what's called the SIX Digital Exchange. That's an XDC part. Okay, that's a R3 Corda partner, which used to be a Ripple partner. There's the connection. It uses XDC. That's out of Switzerland. Now there's a company with Deutsche Börse also called Sygnum. You saw this on my little short video. Let me show you the copy paste with this. Okay, copy paste Sygnum. Here's the tie-in, everybody. Sygnum Bank integrates Ripple into its platform. This is like 4 years ago. It talks about Sygnum Bank, second paragraph, quartered in Switzerland. There you go. The SIX Digital Exchange is XDC, which is R3 Corda. They talk about Sygnum Bank, XRP tokens right there. Liquidity talks about RippleNet. Sygnum Bank is mixed up with Deutsche Börse, which is a group. Switzerland's involved, Ripple's involved, XDC's involved. But my name is Crypto Hulk. Don't buy anything I tell you on this channel. Everything on my show is fake. Everything on my show is a lie. I Photoshop everything. Got it? Okay. Now, you need to get XRP and you need to get that XDC as well. And just buy some XLM for the hell of it. All right. Here's the article for Ripple where they bought Medico. This is a German company. It's like a Swiss German company. There's your proof with that. And the reason I'm showing you that article is because Ripple is now tokenizing everything on the planet, okay? And then other companies are going to put stuff in this tokenization. Let me do a copy and a paste on the other article. Okay, so there's your standard custody. Ripple buys standard custody. Basically, what I feel is Ripple's technology. Now, I'm not saying Ripple's going to own this and hold it. I say the United States is going to come in and take this over, all this custody and all this. I say Ripple, I say United States is going to come in and take over both the custody of Medico and Standard Chartered, Standard Custody, and then the United States Treasury is going to take over the escrowed XRP. That would make sense to me, how all this goes down. Let me click out of that and all of these that I just went over. And where are we at as far as time? Time's up. We're just at the 1 hour mark. My throat is done. And I just showed you a ton of connections. That's enough. So if you're somebody who's new, oh, let me show you. How could I forget? Look what we got here. Macallan, 15. Now, last week we had a Johnny Walker Blue versus Macallan 15. And I think I said the Macallan 15 was my favorite. Johnny Walker. Next, this will be for this coming Friday. Johnny Walker 18. Now I want to see how, because Johnny Walker Blue is a little bit different. It's got a little Scottish. Well, not a little. It's got a lot of Scottish to it. These two are going head to head. They're both Scottish, but the Johnny Walker kind of tends to have a stronger kind of flavor. This is what's going on Friday PM at Crypto Hulk. Just thought I'd put that out there. I have tried both of these. This one I had probably one shot already. I just wanted one, maybe two, but I think one, and it's pretty dang good. And Johnny Walker 18, I think I just had one because the bottle is pretty much full. So I think I just had one to taste it. I didn't do a taste test with these two at all. I was going to save it for the show. That's what I wanted to show. S. Huraib 1. Appreciate your efforts in researching at sharing the knowledge. Thanks, Hulk. No problemo. Arthur Salez says, you knocked it out of the park. Great job, Hulk. The green label is good. Now you guys are trying to get me to buy the green label. I got the blue label. I got the 18-year. I got two Macallans. I mean, come on. Anyhow, that'll be it for this particular program. I'm going to look for tomorrow's show. I do have some information at the top up here that I could use for tomorrow's show. But I want to make a little bit more. I want to make sure I have a full lineup in case I get through articles fast or whatever, which sometimes it happens. That'll be it for today. Hang in there. I got to, I think I might, what time is it? 7. It's a little early for whiskey. So I'm going to look for news for about an hour, then probably crack open some, maybe some tequila, some Patron Silver, I think, and then put a show together and stuff like that. So that'll be it for today's program. I'll see y'all in my next show, more than likely tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Pacific time. See you then.